Hello, folks. This is Freedom Fighter. I'm your host of Goldilocks Global Banking News, your daily podcast on the facts, no fiction, presented by Goldilocks. Goldilocks is a consortium of many different international agencies that are overseeing the global currency reset, whether it's the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the Bank of International Settlements, which is the central bank of all central banks, the World Bank as well, United Nations, the Pentagon, the U.S. Department of Treasury, the Central Bank of Iraq. There are many different technical and financial institutions that make up the collective of Goldilocks. And over 100 nations tune in every day around the clock in different time zones to find out what Goldilocks is providing as updates on the global currency reset. Today, Goldilocks shares some in-depth information on what's happening globally, first coming out of Saudi Arabia and China, and then also some updates from Iraq, where they have confirmed the completion and in the process of finalizing updates on a very important rule that Iraq actually implemented earlier this year. Let's jump right into it. Saudi Arabia is signing new agreements with China's top 6 financial institutions. This will give them more access to the Chinese yuan in trade. Now, folks, of course, when we talk Saudi Arabia and China, we're talking BRICS. This will give them more access to the Chinese yuan in trade so they can do more business in local currencies among regional nations preferring the yuan over the dollar. As a reminder, folks, just because you do not see or hear about the dinar, about the dong, about the bolivar, or other currencies that you hold, do not dismiss the updates that we're sharing with you, because they're all connected. All the currencies are connected to these updates. These are major trade partners of Iraq and Vietnam, so pay attention. The landscape is changing rapidly for the dollar, Goldilocks shares. Preferences are being voiced and actions are being taken. The breakdown of the petrodollar continues as countries now have a choice and decision to be made. There are 2 capital flows that will be important going forward in foreign exchange trades. Remember, Iraq, Vietnam, Venezuela, many other countries do trade with China and Saudi Arabia and many other countries around the world. Bond trades and equity trades will be the forms of exchanges that will enhance money flow based on the immediate needs of each country taking part in a trade. Folks, everything is connected to everything. These options will level the playing field between countries, meeting the needs of each one of them going forward. You got to realize, folks, Iraq is a major trade partner of China, a major trade partner of Saudi Arabia, right there in the Middle East, and so is Vietnam and others. So do not dismiss, but pay attention. Goldilocks continues, and we are moving into a multipolar world whereby options for currency exchanges are expanding. Multi-currency accounts used to be for business owners. Now the movement into the retail sector very, very well could be at hand. Now you have to realize Saudi Arabia, a new partner of BRICS, China, current partner of BRICS, and many of these countries are all interconnected to the currencies we hold. So as they move and set things forward for trade, remember, on the water is where currencies begin to move based on supply and demand to increase in value. Why? Because as a country trades with other countries and they utilize their own currencies like the dinar or the dong or their own local currencies in general to get away from the US dollar, then that makes their currencies go up in value. Goldilocks shares a banking announcement. The International Financial Reporting Standards provides guidance to regulators on reporting taxes inside our new digital economy. The International Financial Reporting Standards is currently published and ready for implementation. So here we have the international standards for tax reporting in the new digital financial system for the QFS is being implemented. Now we're going to talk about a major development in Iraq. Goldilocks shares initially a quote from the article, and then I'm going to reference an article from May the 19th that Goldilocks shared, letting us know this was going to happen, and here it is. For those that have been following Goldilocks for quite some time, it's become normal that 3, 4, 5 months in advance of Goldilocks telling us something that's going to happen and actually showing us to expect it to happen, and it does. This is case in point. Quote, please inform us if electronic payment service providers, exchange companies of category A and B brokerage companies have sold and bought foreign currencies by issuing a card/wallet or conducting any financial transfer, whether internally or externally, through the company's Western Union MoneyGram for the convict Safeh Hes Abdal Amir. Now, what this is sharing with us and what they're explaining is that they're asking for the confirmation that the exchange companies have updated to category A and B. They want proof. This was something by the end of May the 31st of this year. Goldilocks shared that by the end of the month of May, it was to be May the 31st to be exact, the exchange companies within Iraq were to be registered as securities, and the reclassifying of the dinar, which is called a reclassification, was to be from a category C note, as in banknote category C, upgraded to a category A and B. So what this article is sharing with us is that Iraq is asking for confirmation, specifically from Western Union and MoneyGram, that this has been completed. There's a reason why for Western Union and MoneyGram, but this is going to be for the entire banking system in Iraq for those companies that do currency exchanges. Goldilocks continues. Did you notice the new categories for exchange in Iraq? They used to use categories C and D. Now they are checking on their A and B categories, utilizing an electronic exchange company or broker to see if new protocols are being followed. This is why it was mentioned, asking if A and B companies have been buying and selling foreign currencies, issuing a card or a wallet. These are digital cards and digital wallets. This is the proof that is being asked by the CBI to confirm that the exchange companies in Iraq have upgraded from category C to A and B, but also through electronic means, which is the new digital transformation in Iraq. Goldilocks continues. Exchange companies have currently gone through the process of integrating new capital requirements as well, and connections to banks that were not in place before. Exchange companies have to hold enough money to cover foreign currency exchange transactions taking place, and they are being required to follow many of the technical/digital exchange protocols that you would see at a bank, let's say here in the United States. Please read the overview of A and B categories in the link provided to you below. It'll be in the description. The A and B categories have an exchange rate of 2 to 5% fee for that exchange, and they are utilized on securities that are newly merging into the new digital financial system, a person is exchanging their securities. And I'm going to repeat and read this again. Please read the overview of A and B categories in the link provided in the description. The A and B categories have an exchange rate of 2 to 5% fee for the exchange. They are utilized on securities that are newly merging into the new digital financial system. A person is exchanging their securities. Goldilocks shared months ago that the Iraqi dinar will be registered as a security with the Securities Exchange Commission by way of the new digital protocols and transformation. And this is we're seeing the culmination of that. Goldilocks continues. As you can see, there are many steps to reforming the foreign currency exchange system taking place. I'm aware of a few more steps, and we will talk about them as we approach them going forward. Folks, links will be in the description to share this proof and information to help empower you with this knowledge. And if you have questions, you are more than welcome to come into the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room, where we will answer your questions and help direct you. You are all more powerful and intelligent than you give yourself credit for. We encourage you to seek this knowledge and these facts to help empower you. The proof is right here for you. All you need to do is take just a few minutes of your own time to see and read it for yourself without having to hear someone else tell you what is happening, or to give you a perspective of what their perspective is. The proof is in the pudding. Click the links in the description for your information. You're welcome to come in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room. We'll be more than happy to help you. We hope that you share some unconditional love with someone, and we pray that someone does the same with you. We love you. Be well. Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.